Hello and welcome to another episode of What to Pick. This is the video series where I go over a few different starting hands and explain what I would pick and why. And in today's first starting hand, we have a decision between Saturn Systems and Vitor. Both corps like to go for a long game. Vitor is generally stronger because it's more flexible and has a stronger effect. Let's pick it for now. Let's see what we got. Metals Company is pretty good for a long game. Dome farming is generally quite nice. I like tags. We're playing on Tharsis, by the way. On Tharsis, it's extra good because of Builder. On Elysium, it would be extra good because of the plant tag, but the plant tag is always useful for insects and NRA. Eccentric sponsor can be insane if you get the right card for it. Pick Dome farming for now. Let's see what we got. Oh, wow, okay. We have two Jovian multipliers on the first page. What else? Wow, okay. This hand is stacked. That's very interesting. So immediately we have just like 5 insane cards for long game strat. Cat farming is always great. Research outpost is always great. Ecozone is always great. And then the 2 Jovian multipliers if we want to go for that. We have robotic workforce, which we could copy dome farming, which is one of the greatest combos you can get with robotic. So that's a must pick. We have Comet, which is just generally good card. We have Moth for another cheap plant tag, which is pretty good. The only card I don't like that much in this starting hand is Ants. It's just too much of gamble for me most of the time in the starting hand. You don't know if oxygen goes up quickly. You don't know if your opponent plays a micro card. So I wouldn't pick up Ants. And then because so many cards in his hand are good, I also would skip Subterranean Reservoir. The question here is, of these other 8 cards, do we want to pick up everything? And also which corp do we want to play? So let's get back to corps. So the good thing about Saturn Systems is, of course, you have a Jovian tag, which will be a point on the Jovian multipliers that we have on our starting hand. But the ability disincentivizes your opponents from passing you any more Jovian tags. So usually what you like about Saturn Systems if you already have early playable playable Jovian tags for the early game that granted production. Stuff like Asteroid Mining, Vesta Shipyard, IO Mining. Because you will play that in the early game and you will get extra production out of it. And then if you find more Jovian multipliers, you can more easily play them because of your increased titanium prod. They will give you bonus effects and you will have that Jovian tag on the core. But with this starting hand, we have 2 Jovian multipliers in our starting hand that we don't want to play in the early game. Remember, you don't want to play them early on. You want to keep them on your hand so that your opponent doesn't know you're collecting them. But then Saturn Systems is really counterintuitive because your opponent is not going to pass you Jovian tags if you're Saturn Systems, but you want to get past some Jovian tags. And Vitor is equally as good at playing Jovians. Many Jovian tags have points on them, which means that Vitor gets a rebate, and Vitor is generally good at a long game, which is what Jovians are. So I honestly think, even though we have 2 Jovian multipliers, we're picking Vitor here. I think we didn't have like a card that we want to play immediately for 25 or more, so I think we don't keep Eccentric Sponsor. I think we go with these 2. Dome farming can get copied by Robotic Workforce. Metals Company is just overall great. And now that we've talked about preludes and corps, I honestly think we keep all of this. We go down to 24 like this. And the only thing we'll do is we'll play Robotic Workforce Gen 1. We cannot afford, we would need to skip 1 card, then we could afford Research Outpost into Robotic. But honestly, all of these cards are so good that I would just keep all of them, just play Robotic in Gen 1 without the 1MC discount from Research Outpost. and just benefit off of that increased production. I really like this. You could also skip the Jovians, but with 2 Jovian multipliers on hand already and some titanium products from Metals Company, finding any Jovian tech will just be so good. And we will have a good economy with robotic and research outpost. We will get rebates off of the Jovian multipliers and a lot of other Jovian cards anyways. So I think we'll just keep these 8 and be pretty happy about this. You could even think about keeping Subterranean Reservoir, play Robotic Gen 1, then play Research Outpost into Subterranean Reservoir on 2 cards in Gen 2 if the cards are still there. If not, you can go into Titanium or Steel. Honestly, just keep 9 here. You still have enough. You still have 21, so you play Robotic, you have 11 left. No, 12 left. That means you can then in Gen 2 easily play Research Outpost into Subterranean Reservoir, or you keep more cards or whatever. I think this is a crazy engine start. Really, really good. Also, Subterranean Reservoir obviously combos really well with card farming. You want to get Oceans down if you have card farming on hand. So yeah, pretty insane start in my opinion. And a bit counterintuitive not to go for Saturn systems with 2 Jovian multipliers in hand. But I think I made clear why I think it would be a mistake to go for Saturn systems here. And Vitor is just a stronger pick. But yeah, that's hand 1. Let's jump right to hand number 2. Okay, hand number 2 is a decision between Valley Trust, which is one of my favorite corps in the game, and then Aphrodite, which is just generally one of the worst corps in the game. So the first hand was just base game and preludes. This one is also Venus Next, and this one is also on Hellas. All right, let's pick Valley Trust for now. That's 99% of cases it's the better pick. We have dome farming again. Again, I like it. It's also okay for diversifier. 2 tags on it. The other preludes are all right. If you're going for a long game, Business Empire is best. If you need the boost in starting capital, Smelting Plant is best. If you just want to rush, probably Mohole is best. Let's pick Mohole for now. Let's see what we got. All right, yeah, Valley Trust is definitely the better pick here. You could skip Mohole, go for Business Empire, go for Earth Office and Lunar Metropolis. Valley Trust has an Earth tag on the corp itself. You have 1 Earth tag on Business Empire. That's 2. So 3 with Earth Office and then 4 with Lunar Metropolis, and you get a discount on it. You could wait 1 or 2 gens to find more Earth tags even. But yeah, I think this combo is obvious. Local Shading is a good early game production card. It also has some value for Hoverlord if you want to go for that, but probably you shouldn't because you want to use up those floaters. It can be useful for Eccentric. It can be useful for Venophile. It's a stall action. You should probably always pick this up in your setting hand. If you want to go for like really heavy rush and you need every MC you can get, then skip it. But in this case, I would definitely take it. We could think about advanced alloys, but we have no mineral prod at all. It's cheaper for Valley Trust. Difficult to say. Energy tapping, surely a pickup on your starting hand. Imported nitrogen is a good gamble. It has extra value on Hellas with Eccentric. Probably would always keep this in this situation. You could think about keeping some power, but we already have energy tapping, so I probably would skip nuclear power. We don't need the tags. We have the power tag on energy tapping and the building tag on dome farming. I would skip satellites. We only have 1 more space tag on Lunar Metropolis. Lunar Metropolis, by the way, is also great for diversifier with a city tag, which is rare, and the space tag, which can also sometimes be hard to get down. So we have a good proposition here for diversifier with Earth tag on Valley Trust. 2 more here. That's 3 tags. 4 with the Venus tag, 5 with the power tag. 6 with Lunar Metropolis 7. We just need one more. We could just take advanced alloys for now. It's the science tech, which is the 8th tech for diversifier. We keep it, we gamble a bit with it. If we don't find mineral prot and we find something else for diversifier, we just sell it. But you could keep it here. Freya Biodomes obviously is a great card, but it doesn't look like we're going for Venus heavily. We don't have any Venus increasing cards. We don't have the payoffs that you need for it. You really want to get either Stratbirds or Venusian Animals. I would skip this in this situation. And yeah, probably these are the 6 cards I would keep here. Get local shading down Gen 1. Probably wait 1 gen with Earth Office into Lunar Metropolis. You can use energy tapping if your opponent plays power prot and leaves it open. And yeah, you have a good economy with dome farming, business empire, local shading. So pretty nice. And I see absolutely no reason to pick Aphrodite here, like most of the time. So you should probably definitely go for Valley Trust here. But yeah, let's get to the last hand of today's video. All right, last hand of today's video. It's Phobolog versus Recyclon. So this is again without Venus next. So just base game preludes and the new promo pack. Oh, new, I say new. It has come out like 2 months ago. Well, by the time this video releases, probably 3 months ago. And we're playing on Elysium. Recyclon is better on Elysium because of Ecologist. And I would say Recyclon is generally more better than Phobolog, so let's pick it for now. Okay, Society Support and Loan are absolutely horrendous, so you will probably take Research Network and Great Aquafire here all the time. Not the best combo, by the way. This is more rush focused, this is more long game focused, but both on their own are good. So, and this is especially good for Ecologists. You only need 4 tags. We have 1 on the corp already. This is the second one. All right. What do we got? Plantation is pretty good. I see an option here. Look. So one thing here, sadly, for Recyclon is no building tags, but also for Phobolog, there's not a lot of space tags here. So I would probably still pick Recyclon. And the combo I see here is get Lagrange down. That's the second science tag. You can get Plantation down. Third tag for Plantation down afterwards. That's the third tag for Ecologist. And then you can get Ecozone down, which will get you to Ecologist. Other than that, Olympus Conference and Invention Contest are obvious pickups. You should probably play Olympus Conference first and then into Lagrange in Gen 2 with Plantation, so just delay everything until Gen 2. Fuel Factory is a building tag. We don't have any power though. That's a bit of a problem. Probably would still pick it up. Extra value with Recyclon. Because, as you know, every third building tag grants you a plant prot, basically. Never a reason to pick up Society Support here for Fuel Factory, obviously. Other cards I'm debating, and you're never debating Toll Station on your starting hand. It's absolutely horrendous, especially in 2P. Power Infrastructure, also not something we're looking to keep here. Not a great card overall, and also not with the starting hand without any power. The only 2 cards I'm debating are Import of Advanced GHG and Trees. I would only pick up Trees with a little bit of Heat Prot on hand, because we are quite poor, and by the time this gets unlocked, we might already have a lot of plant prot because of our ability. And the only Heat Prot we have on hand is Import of Advanced GHG. I think that would be too much though, these 2 cards together. I think I would stick with these 6 cards. Fuel Factory is already a bit of a stretch, but if we find power, this is a pretty good card for us. I would probably just skip Gen 1. We have 20 MC on hand after paying for all of these cards. Probably, yeah. probably get the oceans down on these two spots. And then skip Gen 1, hope that our plants don't get destroyed, get Olympus Conference down, get Lagrange down, get Plantation down in Gen 2. We should definitely have enough money for that, because Olympus and Lagrange are less than 20 together, and we will have more than that in Gen 2. We will have 20 MC left over after buying these cards. Then we get a round of production, which means we will have enough for Olympus Conference, Lagrange, and Plantation Gen 2. Plantation probably here in the pocket. You will still be at 6 plants then. Ecozone can get you over 8, but we won't have the money to play that Gen 2, I think. But yeah, I'd probably still go for the plants. Recyclon generally is a corp that wants to go for a ground game. And if we get this stuff down, try to go for an early conversion, we have a head start on the state dealer, which I think I like. So I think I'll keep these 6 cards. I think there's no reason to keep Phobolog here. Only 2 space tags, one of which is the horrendous toll station I talked about earlier. So yeah, Recyclon is just better here. Not a perfect Recyclon start, but it's also not that bad. We have some combo potential on hand. I think it's fine. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you would have decided in these starting hands. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And yeah, I hope I see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys, and goodbye.